Many of the reports glossed over the teen mom's real stories. Many of the reports glossed over the teen mom's real stories. The principal resigned after many people questioned his claims. The principal resigned after many people questioned his claims. The Pact has inspired television episodes as well as 3 films. The Gloucester Pregnancies went on to inspire multiple film and television stories. The news inspired Law and Order SVU to feature an episode on the Pact. Likewise, the teens prompted an episode in the forensic thriller, Bones. Filmmakers created a 2010 Lifetime movie called The Pregnancy Pact, starring Thora Birch as an investigative journalist. A documentary titled The Gloucester 18 was also made to get to the bottom of the 2008 story that took the blue-collar fishing town by storm. Even international audiences got in on the trend. A French film by sisters Delphine and Muriel Coulin refashioned the tale of the Gloucester 18 into their own art house fantasy version of what happened in the small Massachusetts town, reimagined in a seaside village in France, naming the film 17 Girls. Critics argued that this sensationalized take on teenage mothers led to the environment which enabled shows like MTV 16 and Pregnant and Teen Mom to thrive. Many disagreed over sex education reforms even after the explosion in teen pregnancies. The conversation regarding Gloucester High School's sex education program became heated as the story gained international coverage. As it was a heavily conservative, Irish Catholic town, even hospital officials voiced the concern of community backlash in the event of distributing contraceptives to high school students. Due to budget cuts, sex education in the school system stopped at freshman year. Citizens were upset that Gloucester seemed to show no incentive to change this after the spike in teen pregnancies. Due to the heavy Catholic influence in the community, abstinence had been the taught method for years, and many critics recognized this lack of contraceptive resources as a key cause for the pregnancies. However, Principal Sullivan maintained that the lack of birth control played no part in the number of teen pregnancies. He blamed the increase in pregnancies on the Pact and stated that the students who were determined to get pregnant would do so, whether they had access to birth control or not. Parents blamed the media and movies like Juno for glamorizing pregnancy. In response to the unprecedented number of teen pregnancies, many parents blamed the media. At the time, Jamie Lynn Spears, Britney Spears' 17-year-old little sister, had just given birth to her baby, and Bristol Palin was another unwed celebrity teen mother. Additionally, the 2007 film Juno depicted a pregnant high school student and was nominated for several Academy Awards. Concerned parents argued such instances glorified teenage pregnancy, and that it was irresponsible to celebrate such behavior through mainstream media and films. News outlets began referring to the pregnancy phenomenon as the Juno effect. Many parents claimed that the hyped-up stories were what convinced their daughters to get impregnated. It's illegal to have intercourse with a 15-year-old in Massachusetts. Another issue the Pact raised was the fact that under Massachusetts law, it is illegal to have intercourse with anyone aged 15 and under, even if it is consensual. This puts some of the girls' sexual partners at risk for statutory rape charges. This would be up to the parents' discretion, and whether they felt they wanted to press charges or not. The partners could also be ordered to pay child support to the teenage mothers, even if they too were only approximately 16. Reportedly, no charges were filed against the expecting fathers. The school wasn't allowed to distribute contraceptives without parental consent. The controversy surrounding the rumor of a teen pregnancy pact sparked a debate over sex education and sexual resources at Gloucester High School, not to mention the country in general. School health officials reported frustration with the local hospital regarding the lack of resources available to them when it came to the subject of teenage sex. In May of 2008, the school's medical director and chief nurse practitioner resigned. Because the local hospital controlled the school's health funds, the refusal to allow the school to distribute prescription birth control or contraceptive devices to students without parental consent prompted the staff to leave. Additionally, the state of Massachusetts had slashed its budget for reproductive health outreach, reducing 8 full-time workers to only 1, and cut back considerably on sex education in schools. Gloucester High School's teen pregnancies quadrupled within 1 year. The spike in cases of teen pregnancy that happened within just 1 school year shocked residents of Gloucester. In the 2006-2007 school year, Gloucester High School's nurse had confirmed 14 pregnancies. By the end of 2008, there would be a total of 18 pregnancies, with no teen mother over the age of 16, and many of whom were only 15. Statistics showed a steady decline in teen birth rates between 1991 and 2005, attributed to safe-sex practices. However, birth rates for girls 15 to 17 had risen 3% by 2006. At the time of the numerous confirmed pregnancies, it was too soon for health officials to determine whether Gloucester was somehow part of a growing trend or simply its own anomaly. School officials reported students celebrating positive pregnancy tests. School health officials first became aware of Gloucester's abrupt increase in teen pregnancies. By March 2008, almost a dozen girls had requested pregnancy tests from the school health clinic. The high school's student body population was approximately 1,200 students, and already more than triple the number of the previous school year's students had become pregnant. In interviews with Time and other news outlets, both the school principal and superintendent reported that the girls celebrated a positive result. Gloucester's school nurse, Kim Dolly, conceded that the number of girls requesting tests and coming back weekly for updated results was a shocking new phenomenon. She claimed the girls would cry over negative tests. By May of 2008, Dolly had administered some 150 pregnancy tests and confirmed 17 pregnancies, which would later tick up to 18 before the year's end. The principal revealed an alleged pregnancy pact between students. It was a headline that grabbed the nation's attention in early June of 2008. A group of teenage girls, none older than 16, allegedly made a pact to get pregnant together. The story quickly gained international attention, with news outlets sending in correspondents from places as distant as Brazil and Japan. Gloucester High School's principal at the time, Dr. Joseph Sullivan, told reporters from Time magazine that approximately 8 of the school's 18 soon-to-be pregnant students had formed a pact together. Sullivan claimed the students were mostly sophomores when the pact was first formed and that a majority were pregnant by their junior year. However, despite the media's sensationalized reaction, the town of Gloucester, including its mayor and school superintendent, wasn't as quick to believe Sullivan's story, especially because he couldn't confirm how he had learned of the alleged pact.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comment down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Then take care. Bye.